Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. We are thrilled to have you with us for this Parent Leader course tonight. My name is Reagan Copeland, and I am Duval County Public Schools Parent Academy Supervisor.
My name is Ashley Vandenmyracker, and I am a specialist for Parent Academy, and I've been with Parent Academy for about 3 years now.
And my name's Christina Raquelme, and I have been with Parent Academy for about 2 years now.
Um, to the screen, what you see in front of you is our catalog. This catalog was actually delivered in the mail to all DCPS families, staff, and we had some retirees that were able to receive it. This catalog was inside the community education catalog, and it's full of all the courses that we offer throughout the semester. If you didn't receive it, or you don't remember receiving it, or it may have gotten thrown away, know that we have a digital version available at all times on our website, which I know that you have found because you're here tonight, but it's duvalschools.org/Parent Academy. All right, so Parent Academy offers mostly courses, events, and family engagement opportunities within three strands. We cover three basic topics, and I do want to explain to you about Parent Academy as a whole before I get more into the information about this parent leader role and the valuable role that it is. So I'm going to give you a brief overview of the program in general, and then we'll dive into that. First, our category, which I refer to as the green category, is our student achievement strand. And ladies and gentlemen, we all know how important student achievement is. This is what we're in the business for. Student achievement courses are designed for families to learn strategies to support their students in school academically, help them to thrive and sometimes survive those courses, those classes that we can help with them. We can help them at home. And that's the purpose, the goal of this strand. All of our DCPS departments are represented in these courses. They all facilitate their own course. District personnel, directors, those that lead the department present the course material to make sure that families are receiving the most up-to-date information. A couple of those examples, as you can see on your screen, we've got college readiness for math. Ladies and gentlemen, I took this class myself because I've got a high schooler and I need to know this. So we've also got supporting your reader at home. What are some strategies? What are some tips and tricks that you can try at home? Maybe you hadn't thought of them yet. Maybe it's a tweaked version, or maybe parents jump on with these live classes and they offer, hey, have y'all tried this? Or you should try that. This is what we're here for. And finally, another example is IEP basics. We have many families whose students are on a 504 plan or an IEP, and we have questions. We have questions, and we bring in the experts to provide for you the answers. The next strand we have, the blue strand, is the parenting and advocacy strand. And this course is more of a wraparound support system. This is ways that we can go about supporting our students. We can learn how to advocate for our own children, as well as other children that may be in our family, our neighborhoods, our faith-based institutions. How can I advocate? And also, how can I be, as a parent, become a better leader? How can I learn how to speak to and for those that can't? Examples of those, we started a mental wellness series for our gifted and high ability students this year. They're stressed. They're stressed and they're crying out for help, and we're jumping in and helping. We had well over 150 parents tune into that very first session. So parents are willing and able and ready to absorb the information as fast as we can deliver it to them. And the Dadvocacy program, that is a class offered by a parent leader himself. He is a very active and engaged father in town, 9 children. So he is in just about every school out there and is so loving and generous with his time, and wants to recruit more male caregivers into our schools and into our students' lives. He's a pleasure to have. And finally, I have to admit, this is one of my favorite strands. This is that personal individual strand. And ladies and gentlemen, we give everything we've got to our children. I know you do. But this is that time in those courses that we do for our selfish needs. We offer courses like coding, learning for adults to learn how to code. We do courses like financial literacy, or how to interview better, how to tweak your resume. We've even had a Zumba class, and we're talking about doing um, a karate class for self protection. So you'll have to tell me if you're interested in that. I'd like to hear your opinion for safety purposes. And as wonderful as all these courses are, and they're amazing. There is no way that we can offer them, present them, host them, support them, advertise them, and get the word out about everything without our parent leaders. And this is where our fabulous, kind, patient, loyal, and supportive parent leaders come into play. We have 40 of them, and we couldn't do what we do without them.
And these are just some of our parent leaders here in action. And you may have seen them, some of the pictures as you came in from the waiting room as we were waiting to get the course started through the video. But these are just some of our amazing lifelong learners that are here to help us and support the work that we do. And not just support and advocate for their family, but for all DCPS families. And that's huge because it takes a village, and we are incredibly grateful to have these parent leaders as part of our village. And some of the things they help us do, they help us keep a finger on the pulse within the community, help us by whatever concerns or needs there might be, they can pass those along to us. And then we can pass those on to higher ups. They help us by participating on DCPS committees. There's the sales tax for the half cent. We have several parent leaders on that committee. The district just announced a Parents' Bill of Rights committee, and they actually came to us and asked for parent leaders to be on this committee because they value the opinion and the input of our parent leaders because they're so involved and they are so passionate about what they do. And then there's committees like the calendar committee. And that's a big deal, right? Because we're all parents, we have so many different things going on. And so even though the calendar doesn't seem like it might be that big, it's actually pretty impactful. I know for my day to day life with students in different schools, and they value that input. We have some pictures here on this page are our parent leaders and the Parent Academy team at some of our symposiums that we host. And we've got a baseball game and different family and community engagement events. We do back to school supply giveaways. We can't do this with just the three of us. We call ourselves the tiny but mighty team, but it really does take support from parents like you. And we try to give back and we try to show how much we appreciate what you do for us. And it's not just Parent Academy, but the district, the school board values and honors what you bring to the district and what you bring to us. And so, in turn, we try to invest in our parent leaders by offering continuing education opportunities like courses that you could get certified in, the coding, early access to information or events that are going to be upcoming. We do free tickets to baseball games. We've done free tickets to the fair before. So we try to just give back and invest in you and, you know, be that direct line to the district. Now, this is our webpage, and we have a tab that is dedicated just to our parent leaders. It's on the left side where the arrow is. If you click on the parent leaders page, you'll see information about what it takes to become a parent leader and then some of the expectations and requirements. So, the requirements are we ask you to complete two courses in our student achievement strand, three courses in our parenting and advocacy strand, and then one course in our personal and individual strand. And our primary goal and focus is yes, to support students and their academic achievement, but also we are the Parent Academy and we want to be here for you and help you become that parent advocate, that family advocate. And so that's why we put a heavier emphasis on the three parenting and advocacy strands or courses, rather. As you take the Parent Academy courses, There's an end of course evaluation that we post in the chat at the end of each course. Um, in that evaluation, there's a section that asks if you'd like to become a parent leader, or if you're interested in becoming. And if you click yes, it gives you the option to log that class as one of your 6 course requirements right then and there. Um, if you don't complete the course evaluation on your parent leader page, at the just under the requirements, right there at the bottom of that slide, it says click here to submit the courses you have completed on the electronic requirement form. And you can either submit one course at a time as you complete them, in case you're like me and you forget and it's just one more thing to try and keep up with all 6 and do it at once. Or you can submit all 6 of your courses at once. It's entirely up to you, but you can either do it in the evaluation form or right there with that link. And then this is just if you want to take a screenshot really quick to help you remember, you know, save it to your phone or something. But just 2 student achievement courses, 3 parenting and advocacy courses, and 1 personal and individual. And this is not something that has to be done right now or all at once. It's over the course of the entire school year. And really, it's until the end of June.
And I do want to jump in real quickly, and Ashley, forgive me for invading, but ladies and gentlemen,
Absolutely.
this is already a credit to the parenting and advocacy requirement. So this course is or can be written in line 1 under parenting and advocacy. So if this is your first time joining us and you have not attended a course before now, boom, you've got one under your belt. Hang with us till the end, though.
Once you become a parent leader, we have our parent leader pinning ceremony. And at the pinning ceremony, you come during the school board meeting in November because it's Family Engagement Month. And you come in, and it's very official. Parent leaders are distinguished members, and they're very important to the school board. They hold a great leadership role. So you come in, and all your names are announced, and you get a nice official pin. And our newest group of parent leaders are going to be pinned on November 2nd at the school board meeting at 6 p.m. So you can tune in if you'd like. It's going to be streamed. And if you look at the screen right now, there are our most recent parent leaders that got pinned. So if you missed the course, if let's say you really want to attend one of those courses for a parent academy and you missed a life course because of course life happens, you can go ahead and usually the Saturday after the course has aired, we feature it on our homepage under the week in review. And we record most of our courses, and they will be featured here the Saturday after the course has originally happened. And it will say on our page under the weekend review button for about a week. The best way to view the recording is through this weekend review. Ask you for your name and your email address. That's the way we keep track of who's been logging in.
And one more way, if you miss a course, we do have our YouTube channel. Um, as you work to complete the requirements to become a parent leader, it is the expectation that you join us for live courses throughout the school year. But like Christina said, we know that life happens and things get in the way. As I'm sitting here presenting from my car, I completely get it. So if you can't attend the live course and you can't watch during the weekend review, you can watch on YouTube. And we actually allow one YouTube course to count toward your 6 course requirement. So tonight counts. And if at the end you realize, oh my gosh, it's like June 29th and you forget, I didn't get it. I've got 5. I need one more. It's okay. Don't worry. Just go to YouTube. And then after you watch it on YouTube, go back to the Parent Academy tab to your site and just complete that little link and let us know that you did watch it. If you find that when you get to the link and you don't see your course in the drop down menu, because some of these are older courses and the link that's on the page is for our current courses, so sometimes the courses drop off. as they sort of age out or get older, if that makes sense. So if that is the case and you find that the course that you watched on YouTube is not on that um, the link to track your course or log your course, just send us an email and let us know that you watched it on YouTube, and we will absolutely count it. And our email address is parentacademy@duvalschools.org. And you can find our YouTube channel on the website by clicking the red icon, or you can just search Parent Academy, Duval County Public Schools, and you'll find us. And while you're there, go ahead and click subscribe and hit the little bell so you can get alerted whenever we add new courses, because we are adding our courses each week.
All right, me again. How do we communicate? Well, you are here because more than likely you got the Peach Jar email. We love some Peach Jar. And we send an email out a couple times a week announcing classes that we're having. It goes to 85,000 parent emails. And as you fill out that paperwork every single year for your son or daughter or the child that you're taking care of, it will ask you for an email, and that is how we connect email to this school district as we'll push out announcements. And that is certainly one way and a very successful way, but we have other ways of reaching families as well, and that is the way we're all in tune to in social media. In social media, we have a Twitter page, we have a Facebook page, and we have an Instagram page. We put the same information on each of the three sites. More or less, it's the same. So whichever one that you prefer, we strongly recommend you follow us. DCPS in general follows us, and we'll also push out notifications and announcements about classes and new recordings on our YouTube channel. Gosh, I think today they announced 3 different things going on with Parent Academy. So if you already follow Duval County Public Schools on Facebook or Instagram, you may also see some of our announcements. If you'd like to follow us directly, we'd love to have you. And you can follow us. Those are our handles for each of them. And always, you can email us. Each of the 3 of us are constantly checking that email account throughout the day as we're talking back and forth with parents and caregivers throughout the community. So Parent Academy at Duval County Public Schools, and you will hear from one of us, I can assure you. And finally, we just encourage you to follow us, keep up with us. If you have questions or you just kind of want to keep watching, you're interested, and this may be something you'd like to do. Like Ashley said, there's no rush. This is not anything that needs to be done this month, because Lord knows all of our to-do lists are probably longer than we are tall. But this may be a long-term goal for you. This may be something you're interested in. Perhaps you have a friend or a family member that's already taken the jump. Like I said, we've got 4 very active and engaged, not 4, 40 active and engaged parent leaders, 7 of which we'll be initiating next month at the board meeting, like Christina mentioned. Our superintendent and school board has for lack of a better term, fallen in love with the parent leader in general. And as you heard earlier, they've been asked, constantly receiving requests. Hey, will you ask the parent leaders this? Well, can you ask their opinion about that? They seem to be the finger on the pulse of the community. They represent their community, and our district leaders want to hear from them and potentially you, because you know what's going on in the neighborhoods and the schools and the faith-based institutions and the communities. There's better than anyone else. And so that's what you represent. You will no longer represent just you and your child, which of course you do, but you then become a bigger version of that. You start to represent many children and many communities, and your voice takes on a multiplied version. And that's kind of what being a parent leader is about. You're already a leader because you're here. You've already taken the first step because you saw an opportunity and wanted to learn more about it. So done, you are a leader. To become a Duval County Public School Parent Academy parent leader, this is what we ask of you. Get engaged in the classes, ask us questions, tell us that you are interested in taking the next step in your leadership, and we'll help you get there. So if you have any questions, please feel free to open your mic, your camera, talk to us, type your questions in the chat. We are here and happy to talk, whether from the car or from the house. We are here and we would love to answer any questions that you may have. All right, everyone, have a wonderful evening. I'm so glad you found us. I'm so glad we found you. We're here if you need anything, so just give us a holler.